Man, whether you watching from moviepilot.com, from Facebook, from Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, man. What up, world? Before I do my review, man, I want to talk about what happened earlier this week, man. You know, Lafayette, Louisiana, the tragedy that went down. Um, my thoughts, my prayers, man. Speedy recovery to the victims, to their families, to the whole community, man. Like it's gotta be jarring and unsettling to go through something like that, and just my prayers are with y'all, man. It sucks, and stuff like this should never happen. Um, I hope somehow this review might get the attention of some theater employee, some theater manager, some theater owner, man. Um, Hopefully you guys worldwide, man, are thinking about metal detectors, armed security, um, weapons, guns should never be brought into a movie theater, man. And this dude, the dude that did this, man, like he is what I refer to as a fuck boy. He's a fuck boy. He's a bitch. He is going through a real stressful time in his life and decides to go somewhere where people feel safe, a public place in a community that people feel safe, want to get away and get lost in a cinematic feature for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and decides to take out his own personal grief and frustrations on innocent people, man. It's bullshit. And then he's even more of a coward by turning the gun on himself and doesn't want to live to deal with the repercussions and the punishment of his bullshit ass actions, man. Um, I don't want to get too worked up about this. Like it hits me personal, man. Like I've been reviewing movies for 4+ years. I've been watching movies my whole life, going to the movies my whole life, man. Like the movie theater is my home away from home, man. And too many people are gonna try to get brave and start doing more kind of actions like this. And I hope you guys are with me that I'm not gonna be afraid to go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop going to the movies because cowards want to turn it into a place to make people scared to go. Um, so just once again, man, uh, thoughts, prayers, just with everybody that was affected by what happened, man, especially in Lafayette, Louisiana. I saw Pixels. It's the new family comedy, retro gaming, whatever. Starring Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Josh Gad, Peter Dinklage, Michelle Monaghan, Brian Cox, Sean Bean, Afion Crockett, and Ashley Benson. It's directed by Chris Columbus, who directed Adventures in Babysitting, who directed the first two Home Alone movies, who directed Mrs. Doubtfire, the first two Harry Potter movies. Um, what's it called? I Love You, Beth Cooper, and the first Percy Jackson movie. Dude makes some great family entertainment. You got Adam Sandler, Josh Gad, and Peter Dinklage, who were like gaming superstars in the early '80s, and Kevin James is Adam Sandler's like best friend. Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Centipede, games like that is what they played in set records, and it's put in a time capsule and it's shot into space. And then present day, for all I know, they didn't really establish a time period. Um, Aliens get this time capsule. They take it as a sign of war, so they create all the games basically as villains to attack the planet. You flash forward to present day. Kevin James has to be in every Adam Sandler movie now, so let's make him the president. Adam Sandler installs electronics. He didn't really like live up to his potential. Um, Dinklage is doing his own thing for his own activities, and then Josh Gad basically became like a psycho. You know what I'm saying? Like a conspiracy theorist that nobody listens to. Um, Michelle Monaghan meets Adam Sandler because Sandler is installing some TVs or some shit, and then because the military can't defeat the centipedes, Pac-Mans, Donkey Kongs that are attacking, it comes down to Adam Sandler and the rest of the guys having to do it. It's just it goes on from there. Like that's a lot of the story, but and it sounds like it's a lot to spoil, but it's pretty basic. I'm so torn on how I feel about this movie, man. Like, to an extent, I don't feel like Adam Sandler really tries anymore. Every Happy Madison produced comedy he's done since, dare I say, Mr. Deeds, he's played some variation of himself and just went through the motions to collect that check. Um, and like Kevin James, I think he's hilarious on The King of Queens. I like Here Comes the Boom. I won't touch the Paul Blart movies with a 10-foot pole. And aside from Chuck and Larry, I don't really think I found him very funny in Adam Sandler movies either. But Michelle Monaghan is good. I mean, like, she kills it in everything if you ask me, man. Source Code, True Detective, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I think she's a really good actress. Um, Comedically, man, Josh Gad and Peter Dinklage steal the show damn near every scene they're in. Brian Cox is like the crotchety old general that you're not sure if you can trust. Sean Bean really isn't in it that long, but I mean he's good in the parts he's in. The part in the trailers where Pac-Man eats the creator's hand. He's my son. He will listen to me. I'll kill this stupid thing. I hate that part. I don't laugh at it in the trailers. It didn't work for me during the movie. Um, and like Sandler had a couple good lines, a couple funny parts toward the beginning. He recycled a couple old lines from his earlier Glory Days movies. Um, I mean, like, yeah, like the story is pretty basic, man. It's just like aliens, like they say in the trailers, aliens made video games to attack the planet. It's up to a bunch of video game nerds from the '80s to to win. You know what I'm saying? To save the planet. The story was good for the most part. It was enjoyable. I would say that the direction of Chris Columbus made it enjoyable. I'm saying Adam Sandler's teammates, Dinklage and Gad, were funny. Michelle Monaghan, I think Adam Sandler had good chemistry, but like Adam Sandler, like he was there and he's cool. He's the main character. He's the main focus, but he wasn't really that funny. Weirdly enough, I think overall I enjoyed this movie. Not enough for me to say it's dope. So I will say that Pixels is straight. If you're an Adam Sandler fan, you can like it. If you like old school video games, you can like it. It's got a lot of enjoyable things, but it's not something that you're gonna go raving about to your friends or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't hate it. It's not ass. I will say like Sandler's filmography took a nosedive when he made the first Grown Ups. His highlights, in my opinion, since 2010 have been That's My Boy. I think that's underratedly funny, and people slaughtered that movie. And then The Cobbler that just came out, and people slaughtered that movie. I liked those. Blended wasn't horrible. So the two Grown Ups movies are watchable. Jack and Jill is just like so confusing. Like, why did you make this shit? But then this, I would say that Pixels is one of the better movies he's done over the past 5-6 years. Did you see Pixels? Did you like it? Like I said, like it's visually dope, but it's just the rest of it that you got to figure out if you really are into or not. Tomorrow, I'm gonna see Southpaw. I'm really looking forward to that. I want to see the Vacation sequel, reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it. I want to see it Wednesday, but my work hours are fucked next week, so I don't know when I'll be able to watch it. Um, Justice League Gods and Monsters. I'm gonna do my best to review that on Tuesday. And then Mission Impossible Rogue Nation next weekend. That's my next 7 days. I'm gonna try to get y'all 4 reviews within the next 7 days. And then the week after that, we're into August. I want to see The Gift. I'm not positive if my theater will get it. And then I'm definitely going to see Fantastic Four. If you saw Pixels, man, on Instagram, on Facebook, man, tag me in your ticket stubs, man. Um, and definitely let me know what you thought about this movie, what you looking forward to seeing in the coming weeks. My movie talk, my updated list of my favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movies is all on the way, man. Peace.